If you want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below.
Just wanted to come on here and just talk about the things that I go through every single day. And one of them is struggling with being adopted. So this isn't part two or anything, but this is just something that like blows my mind about my adoption family and how they treat me. Sometimes I just feel like I got adopted for the wrong reasons. Completely wrong reasons. I just feel like I got adopted for the show, for the, oh, you are such a good person for adopting a girl, a black child from a foreign country, you know? You see how that would look? Yeah, exactly. So I definitely think I got adopted for the wrong reasons. And here's why. My family is awful when it comes to the N word. They have all said the N word. I've never heard my mom say it, and I've never heard my youngest sister say it, but she is in high school now, and she follows my sister who's around my age. We were actually in the same grade because I got held back a year when I came home from Haiti. But she, my youngest sister, follows. Like she looks at my sister like she is a celebrity, you know? So I'm sure she says the N-word, but do you know how hurtful that is for somebody who goes to school to basically an all-white school, few black children, and you constantly hear the N-word and racist things, you know, and it hurts a lot. And you would think, oh, well, your siblings would never do that. Your family would never do that. They would stand up for that. Like they would stick up for any of that stuff. No, they are a part of it. And it absolutely sucks. Like it hurts a lot knowing that I have a family who thinks it's okay to be racist and say the N word, knowing.
So I'm pretty sure a lot of people will, more than likely say, "Oh, well, it's sad that this has happened to her and that's her experience," but you can't say that, that is all, Caucasian people when, they decide to adopt and all these other things. Look here, I don't care what you got to say. I'm going by what history, in a sense, has shown how it is that black people have been treated not only here, but when you look at around the world when it deals with Europeans. Europeans are the same group of people that had human zoos, and we had human zoos in the United States, which I've covered before. We had human zoos over there in Europe, which I've covered before, and more than likely had human zoos, elsewhere in the world. And these human zoos were especially filled with black people and black children, where people would decide to reach out and touch and hand the kids some food and just sit there in droves. Like they would literally bring their families there and view the black people that they had captured in this captivity as some type of animal, as some type of oddity. And this is why I tell people before that you should always question why it is that you would see somebody who was Caucasian adopting a child that is black, a child that is melanated, because you would think, why wouldn't you adopt? There are tons of Caucasian kids out here, tons of European kids out here that are homeless, that are suffering from starvation, that are living out here on the streets, that are up for adoption. There are tons of European and Caucasian kids out here that should be and that need to be adopted. Why would you decide to go out of your way to go to Africa or go to Haiti to specifically get these kids? Why wouldn't you go to Germany? Why wouldn't you go to Scandinavia? Why wouldn't you go somewhere in Switzerland? Why wouldn't you go to Austria? Why wouldn't you go to Australia? Why wouldn't you go to Latvia? right? Why wouldn't you go to Norway? There's a ton of places, like I said before, that Caucasian people can go to get a child, right? That is representative of their home, right? That specifically looks just like them. Now, the thing that I'll tell people is this: I've covered a story before, or a few, where the adoptive parents ended up doing certain things directly to the adoptive child and or children, and law enforcement and others had to get involved in order to get those children out, and those people were uh, prosecuted. So like I said before, for me, it's always been odd and it's always been weird to see that take place. What's the actress name? Charlize Theron. I think she's like South African. She has go. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say that. Go look at her kids. Go look at her kids when she first had them, and then look at her kids now, and tell me if you don't see a difference. Like I said before, I'm not even gonna put the pictures up here. I'm not even gonna specifically say what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna tell you to go look up Charlize Theron and go look up her and her kids when she first got them, and look up those kids now. Like I said before, something is afoot. I can't, specifically, put, a lens or a spot on it, but I, there's something there. I just can't really, I don't know. Maybe you guys can point it out for me, right? But yeah, like I said, I just find it completely odd. I just find it 100% completely odd. Now, some people be like, well, what if black people wanted to adopt, a child that was, a different color? Would you say the exact same thing? No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Because black people are some of the most welcoming people on this planet. No matter how we have gotten treated by other ethnicities and peoples and whatever it is, we are still so welcoming that we will allow you to wear our clothes. We will allow you to wear our culture, sing our songs. We will, better yet, we will teach you how to properly sing our songs the way that we sing it. Don't matter if it's rap, if it's somebody that can sing, it don't matter if it's church hymns, it don't matter what it is. We will have some of our people who are very great at doing it teach you exactly how to do it, so you can be, in a sense, somehow along the same lines as great as them. You're not going to be the same, but you're going to be somewhere out there. You're going to be great within your own right. That's how welcoming we are versus a lot of other cultures out here. Black people have been the utmost disrespected, devalued, undervalued, mistreated group on this planet, and we still welcome people. No matter what people have to say about us and how they say it, we still welcome people. That says a lot about black people versus every other group out here. Because every other group that I've seen, they're like, oh, once you sit up there and say something or do, oh, that's over. Like, y'all cut off. Like, no, 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 we ain't doing this. Right. But when it comes to black people, we're like, we'll let that slide. We'll overlook that. Right. Like I said, I'm sorry that that is her experience, because she didn't ask to be, put up for adoption, or like I said, I don't know specifically what her circumstances were, that led her to be placed into an adoption agency. A lot of things have taken place in Haiti, so it can be any number of things that could have transpired. Again, as stated, these are the stories that a lot of the kids who are adopted, who are melanated, they have, a lot of them have stories like this, right? But it's just the fact that a lot of them either don't want to be honest about it, they don't want to share and go through and dig through all of that, trauma, and have to like relive that. And like I said, it's a culmination of a lot of things. A lot of them, I feel like they don't really have the support to really come out and be honest about how it is that they've been treated, or what it is that they've had to experience or go through as being an adopted child, and being adopted by another group and or a race of people. Um, you know, like I said, the main thing that I preach about more than anything else is protection for, children, protection of the kids. And like I said, this is something that needs to be taken seriously. Um, no melanated child should have to, deal with or go through circumstances um, like this. They just shouldn't, because they don't ask to go through this. Like I said, children don't ask to be here. It's the two individuals that decided to lay down together who, in a sense, forced that to take place, right? That child was just waiting somewhere in the clouds, right? And then the ticket got pulled, and now they're here. So it's tough. Hopefully she will, have some type of, therapy or something. Maybe that can help her, work through any, type of trauma or any of those experiences that have led to reinforced stereotypes, or, maybe a certain type of view of herself or of other, melanated people, and, and things of that nature. Um, like I said, it's sad. Sad, but I'm happy that she shared her story. So within that, I'm hoping that, other melanated kids that have gone through this exact same thing will start to get online, and maybe by way of getting online, they will, I guess, find therapy through sharing, and being amongst those who share the exact same experiences, and different things like that. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.